afternoon. I remember reading this story about a 2-year-old boy who traveled across seas and came back with more than just souvenirs. This child had contracted the measles virus. They didn't start showing symptoms until after a week after being exposed. The one child, he had spread measles to 3 children at daycare and a family member. Before anyone knew it, that number multiplied, bringing the infected amount to more than 3,000 people. What saddens me is this could have been prevented. Most of us have children or come into contact with children. They are our future. It's good to understand why vaccinations are important. I'm a parent of 3. I have done my research about vaccinations. It's good to understand why vaccinations are important. Getting our children and ourselves vaccinated is important. I would like to tell you why we need to vaccinate, how you can help in this process, and tell you why this need is so important. First, let me tell you why vaccinations are important. We as adults have a duty to our children to protect them. That includes protecting them from harmful, preventable diseases. Measles are making a comeback and can be prevented. According to the CDC, 220 cases of measles were reported this year alone. Most people who contracted the disease were not vaccinated. Complications that arise from measles are pneumonia and encephalitis. Chickenpox. While it is not deadly, it is preventable. It is also very uncomfortable. I'm not sure if any of you guys have had chickenpox. You've probably been vaccinated for it. I was not vaccinated. It was very uncomfortable. But there wasn't a vaccination when I was a child. Flu vaccines. They are important as well. They can help save lives. It is still possible to get the flu after receiving the shot, but chances are significantly lower. Next, let me tell you what we can do to help. To satisfy this need, we can simply vaccinate our children and become more informed about vaccines. You can keep your regularly checkup appointments with your pediatrician. You can research free clinics who administer vaccinations free of charge for those who are not insured or underinsured. Research the best approach to getting these vaccines done. Not all vaccines need to be given at one time. The myth that vaccines cause autism has been debunked. Do your research, that's all I ask. Lastly, by doing all these things, we can have healthy children and a healthy community. You can keep these diseases away that used to wipe out whole communities, keep insurance costs lower for all, and keep our children out of hospitals and prevent deaths. I have told you why we need to vaccinate our children and how you can help and why this is important for our children and community. Where you can call the audience to action. Sorry, I shouldn't have read that part. What I'm asking from you as my audience is become more knowledgeable about vaccines. There are so many myths and hype out there in the media. Take the time to do your own research and do what you think is best for your family, which I hope is to vaccinate your youth. We recently had a recall on romaine lettuce from the CDC. Everyone was so quick to pull that lettuce off their shelves because the CDC told them to do so. The CDC has been saying for years that vaccines are safe and to vaccinate your children. Why are we not listening to them about this? Vaccines save lives. Fear endangers them. It's a simple message parents need to keep hearing. This was said by Jeffrey Kluger. Thank you.